what Jason does. You never see Esau doing that shit. It's on Jake. But read that again.
Look at St. Luke chapter 21, verse 26. Men's failing them of fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Yeah, the powers of heaven shall be shaken, which is the elites. Okay? The powers of earth, what's that?
It's first heaven.
God. Those are the powers of the earth. Because they're you gotta think about it. If you've been doing all this witchcraft, all this sorcery, making things happen in your favor for all this time, and then in a second, you can literally see, oh shit, we about to lose.
Yeah.
After all this time, you've been winning. All this time, the nations, the elite, they've been winning. As soon as you see those Israelites pop up, they got the, don't forget, at Alexandria, they got all them records, the Library of Congress. They got the history. They got all the archives. They know what this means. See, they know what this means. You know? You normal people may not know what this means, that we up here with the Bible. But the elites, they know exactly what this is. This is the beginning of their end. When they see the Israelites stand up again, because they know who you are. You know? Go ahead. Go ahead, you got it.
It's Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, in verse 1, and it reads, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Yep, and we are the righteous. Yahweh Rakazal, we are all a part of that number of making it on the chariot, being in the hopeful elect. Then shall the righteous stand in great boldness. Why is it great boldness? Because you haven't witnessed this on a when have slaves rebelled. This is rebellion. This is slave rebellion what we're doing. We're talking about our so-called king, right? Our master. You know, this is rebellion. You couldn't do this 100 years ago. What happened with Nat Turner? See, it was a glimpse, right? It was a glimpse with Nat Turner, and they feared it. That's why they didn't teach it. I believe they chopped the brother body up and ate him, or something like that. You know. So when they see it reboot again, oh, they can't stop it. See, when they seen it start up again back in 1970, beginning with Abba Bivens. All right, and somebody get that Malachi the 4th chapter. All right, Elder Abba Bivens. All right, 1970, 68, 69, 70. Right. That was the beginning of their end. That was Elijah. That was told to come. Right? That was Elijah that was told to come. That was prophesied to come. Somebody got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, I do.
Book of Malachi chapter 4 and verse 5, it says, Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet for the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
Now the coming and great and dreadful day of the Lord is talking about Yahushua, who you call Jesus or Christ. Alright? Who we know him as Yahushua, which means he delivers. And the coming of the dreadful day is when the Lord is going to take down the nations, man, and set up his heirs to the throne. Right? Now, we know that Yahushua told the disciples that John the Baptist was fourth Elijah, but that wasn't the coming and dreadful day of the Lord. That's how you know it's talking about now. You see? Because remember, they said now is the time to restore the kingdom to Israel. And he said, you got to go in the uttermost part of the earth. You got to do this all over again. You know, you got to come back in the regeneration and do it all over again. And then that's going to be the end. And this is why we have the two sticks together right now, which is the tabernacle of David. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 6, it says, And he shall turn the hearts of the fathers to the children.
Right?
The heart of the children to the fathers.
That's it. And that's merging in the old and the new and coming up under the understanding of Yahushua, man. Understand is what thou readest. Philip taught the the Ethiopian eunuch of Yahushua. You know, and that's what we're doing. We're coming in that same vibration of those apostles being sent forth, bringing back the children to Yahushua, man. Okay, the reconciliation. You know, that's what we're doing. Beginning with our heads, our elders. All right, you got Elder Abba Bivens, and then you got King Mashah, High Priest Sariyah, then you got Shaw, then you got, you know, there was other men that was around at that time, but they not doing the truth no more. They jump past them, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Lamar, Rakhal, Apostle Ramla, on down. Okay? Go ahead. You can sit on it out? Go ahead.
Back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness,
Right?
before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Now, somebody get Ecclesiasticus 10 and 8. How did they afflict us? Somebody get the sign. Let's show some affliction. You know, we was all about them signs back in the day, putting the signs in people's foreheads. You gotta get animated.
That's when I smack them signs like
Yeah.
I got you this.
Go ahead, you got what
This
is
is
that?
Ecclesiastes 10 and 8. Or Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
See that? That's unrighteous dealing, injury, and riches got by deceit. The transatlantic slave trade. But we can't forget about the northern kingdom either. Because the northern kingdom, now the northern kingdom was shipped off to Spain by Rodrigo. All right? Cesare, Rodrigo, those Spaniards. Injuries, riches got by deceit. It happened to the southern and the northern. You always got to bring in the southern, the northern kingdom, man, because they went through it first. They were being raped and robbed and murdered, and then they were being shipped over there to Spain. All right.
About 1619. Talk about 14.
1492. What about 1492? It happened to our northern kingdom brothers, man. Riches got by deceit. They took the peacocks. They took all the resources and things from the quote unquote new world and shipped it over there to the pit. To the what's the scripture called it? The bottomless pit, which is Spain. And then they sent the slaves over there, man. That's in the documentary or the TV show the Bourgeois family. It shows you that they was getting the northern kingdom, which is the Mexicans. Don't forget about the Mexicans, because we always say the Native Americans. No, the Mexicans too, which is the Issachar. They were sending Issachar over there to Spain. So injuries, riches got by deceit. The kingdom is translated from one people into another. That's a part of the affliction in Wisdom of Solomon 5. Okay? Go ahead, you can finish that up.
Can I get something real quick?
This is James chapter 5, verse 1. Just blend backing off of the riches. It says, "Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted,
Yeah.
and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you,
Yep.
and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Yea, ye have heaped treasure together for the last days."
And the rest of them was talking about the other nations that's going to come and spoil America.
Yep.
Okay? What did it say? It was canker.
Yep, cankered.
What's that word right there? I forgot. It goes to, yeah. Because all the wealth that you got accumulated through deceit, the Lord's going to have you cough all of that up, man. You're going to cough all of that up. All right?
Okay, so you take what's those cartoons back in the day? We used to take the guy by the ankle and dump him.
Oh, yeah. Shake them.
Shake everything.
Well,
out.
a bully,
Yeah.
pick a little nigga up and shake his ass, and all the coins fall out. Yeah.
It says, according to the substance shall be restituted.
Yep.
So this word cankered from G2728, katio. It says to rust over, cover with rust. to rust down, corrode. We had to take the rust down, corrode. So when something's
value with a dollar.
Yep. When something's corroded, it's gradually waning away. Yeah, that was good.
Now I gotta quit. Go ahead. It's Job 27:19. He said, "The rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He opened his eyes, and he see, and he is not."
That's it. So all these rich, the rich is talking about the elites. Y'all gonna be not soon, right?
We still got to have it.
Go ahead, Ma.
This is the book of Job 20, starting at verse 15. It says, Job 20:15, he has swallowed down riches and shall vomit them up again.
See, he has swallowed down riches, he shall vomit them up again. All right, how did he swallow up riches? By taking the resources from the Native Americans, by taking the resources from hey, they still got our riches from back in Israel. They got all of that. They got all our stuff somewhere where the elites is at in like glass mirrors or shit. What's better than glass? Whatever the fuck. Gold, you know?
Marble. Well, you
They
see,
got
all their churches and their big notable buildings over there are paved in gold. They got gold roofs and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, in the mosques. Yeah.
It was recently in the news. I forgot what country. I think it's Iran, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a country that recently came out. They had a interview, news interview, where that they were actually telling the world or telling America, like, yo, we know that y'all are secretly stealing our oil. Damn, I forgot what country it is. It's over there in like the Middle East somewhere, right? But they know that America's been secretly stealing their oil or whatever, and they said once we have evidence, it's going to be a consequence. I think so.
Might be serious.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Iran ain't going for that shit. Iran ain't going for that shit. Oh, you know what? It is serious. They took advantage of the insurgent war.
Back in Job 22:10, he has swallowed down riches and shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly.
Yep, like you know when you punch a nigga hard as hell and he throw up, that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna get that hard blow, he's gonna throw it all up. You know? And he's gonna have to deliver that to us, man, in chains. He's gonna have to get up all them treasures and he's gonna have to present all of that to the men of the Lord, man. To Yahweh Shai.
All the gold bars.
Yeah, that bitch had all type of shit. She just stole every nation's top jewelry.
And tell you, he saw a bum. Straight bum.
Verse 18, Job 20:18. He says, and this is what the brother brought out earlier. He says, that which he hath labored for shall he restore.
Yeah, because you know, when you stole from all the nations, especially you stole from Israel, you're gonna restore all that shit back. You're gonna get it back. You're gonna get it back.
To us.
Got it stored up. You're not even using it for what, real.
They don't need to use nothing. They can walk around and get whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
They don't need it. They got more than hearts and fucking desire. And they still want more. Blood ain't even fucking satisfying to them.
His desire is as
His
hell.
desire is as hell. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Where it says, Job 20:18 again, it says, that which he hath labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow him down.
Yep.
According to his substance, it shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein.
Yeah, that's the real what they say? reparations. That's the real reparations. Because within that, it don't say it, but through the spirit of extrapolation, that's the allegiance in slavery, and they're gonna be giving us all this shit. You know, they're gonna be in slavery. They're gonna have to we're gonna have to cough up all them goals, man. Go ahead, Al.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and the 19th verse. And it reads, O Lord, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit.
That's right. That's right. They gonna find out that everything that they was taught was a lie. You know?
But the whole time they've been on top.
The way they got everything, it wasn't the witty and smartness of the white man. No, it was the pillaging, man. The sieging. You know? Excavations. You know?
Yep, Psalm 5 said, the light of wisdom never shine unto us.
Yeah.
To and from. Wearied ourselves in wickedness.
Weary themselves. Yep. Go ahead. You got something real quick? All right. Then we'll finish that with you, Solomon.
They got all our stuff in temples and shit. I'm gonna read 4 and 5. This is Joel 4 say, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Yep, payback. It says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried it to your temples, my goodly pleasant things. Now I want to
make this up.
Hey,
They can't even pay it back, right? It has to, it's legal to pay.
Gotta get it back in
I was
blood.
gonna say that earlier.
Back in
But I
blood.
want to read the NLT, right? It says, you have taken my silver and gold and all my precious treasures and have carried them off to your pagan temples.
Yeah.
Your pagan ass temples, man.
Hey, Alexander the Great did that. No, he didn't. It's like Antiochus Epiphanes. Alexander the Great, he actually did well amongst the Israelites. You know. Yeah, he referenced the priest. Yep. He referenced the priest, Alexander the Great. You know, he's still a priest. But through Antiochus Epiphanes, that's who went into the temples and you're gonna sacrifice a pig on the altars and things like that.
I mean to laugh.
Oh, she busted that shit.
I knew that shit was gonna happen.
Go ahead.
She was good.
Fucked up right now. You know, you saw they get it done early, boy. They get it done early. Go ahead,
Back in the book of back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, I'll start again, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Hey, what we doing is bold. You know, what we're doing, this is really boldness right here.
That's why people look at us crazy.
You can't be timid talking how we talking out here. And it ain't even us, it's Yahweh Shemel Shai got a spirit on us. Don't get it twisted. We ain't no tough nothing. We ain't shit. All right, it's the spirit of the Lord. Because if it left it up to your flesh, you don't want to be laid up in the bed right now.
I want my boss to see.
You know what I'm saying? Or you want to be, you'll be planning your Saturday, you know, your brunch, your mimosos and shit like that. You know, or just folly. See, the spirit of the Lord is on us to come outside. Man. The boldness comes from Yahweh Shemel Shai. And you mentioned boldness, like when you first got down here to Milwaukee, right? You standing over there prophesying, and I think one of the brothers said something and it called general attention. He was like, damn, he said that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they shocked at the thing that we said. But it's of Yahweh Shemel Shai because we got to rebuke this place. That's why I said said stand up in great boldness, man. Because we're not worried about death, we're not worried about fights, we're not worried about nothing. We're worried about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know?
I had a vision.
And the Lord got the angels around us, so we're gonna be protected. That's another level of faith, though. But you know, throughout time, you gotta experience a lot of things to be like, oh yeah, the Lord dealing with us. You know, you gotta, you know, the Lord is dealing with us. You know, we ain't been overthrown. Look at that, 144. That's the spirit. You know, it's times when people try to come down here and overthrow us. Guns, knives. Going to the districts, the district aldermen and things, having councils about brothers, not just here, but we had word back that they had councils on us.
Dude in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
So they was talking about y'all.
They having secret meetings and boards against all, you know, all these top
They said it
people.
like we're supposed to be afraid or something.
So,
Remember the FBI agent?
remember the FBI agent game?
I'm calling Christopher
Christopher
Combs.
This motherfucker opened up his Jack
Like Superman and shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Christopher Combs was the top FBI agent over 9/11. And he came to Milwaukee, he made a speech back in like 2014.
13,
He
yeah.
said there's terrorists, conference talk, all type of shit.
That's when he became the FBI.
Came in the FBI director.
He probably is, still.
No, he went to Cali.
Oh, he went to Cali.
This is based on what you said. Right? This is Acts 5 and 39. But if it be of the Most High,
Oh, read up a little bit.
Count.
Start from like 35. Yeah, about 35.
It's Acts 5 and 35. And it reads, I'm going to go one more. Okay, Acts 5 and 34. Then stood there up one in the council, and the Pharisee named Gamaliel, a doctor of the law, had a reputation among all the people, and commanded to put the apostles forth in a little space, and said unto them, Ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves, what ye intend to do as touching these men. For before these days rose up Thaddeus, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain. And all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered.
Yeah, it's just going into some history where you had certain Israelites who try to stand up against the Roman Empire. It's like you got Israelites who try to destroy the militias and think they're going to take down the government. They did it back then, you know. But what happened to them? It wasn't orchestrated under Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So they got scattered and overthrown. Go ahead.
Were scattered and brought to naught. 37. After this man rose up, Judas of Galilee, in the days of the taxing, and drew away much people after him, he also perished.
See? And what? Just like now today, heavy taxing. We get taxed on everything. Jacob's getting tired of that shit back in the ancient world. And they said, fuck it, we finna rise up against the Roman Empire. They called them zealots. And they had a zeal to, you know, to come up against the government. A rebellion, basically. But what happened with it? It got destroyed because it wasn't under Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
And drew away much people after him, he also perished.
And that's what's gonna happen. A lot of people gonna be in that spirit. Oh, yeah, we could take down the government. You don't know what the fuck this government got, man. This nigga got laser beams. He got bombs. He got robots. DARPA. I was just watching something today. With my man's the little weirdo dude who looked like the dude with the tentacles. From Spider-Man.
Dr. Octopus. Dr.
He looked like Dr. Octopus. What's his name? I can't think of his name. God no. The nigga who do the Neuralink shit.
Oh, Elon Musk.
Yeah, Elon Musk. Yeah.
You say he was like
He look like Dr. Octopus.
Dude.
Look at Dr. Octopus on the first one. That's Dr. Octopus, man. But anyway, I couldn't think of his name. Elon Musk. So Elon Musk was and his henchmen, right? I was watching it this morning. They're advancing their technology with the robots. Now they've got them to the point where they can appear, because you know how robots they move like you know, like that. But they're trying to advance it so it could be the more fluid ligaments and shit like that. Like, yeah, exactly.
They got a
Robot
robot.
shit.
It's like they got a robot that moves better than the human, man.
Yeah, they kicking up their shit, man.
Since y'all want to go against Esau and war against the government, they got some shit that Esau got some shit like a little insect.
Oh yeah.
It can fly and blow up in your face.
Yeah.
Boom.
Esau got that shit, man.
He got the things where they can hit your ass with a motherfucking imaginary gun, man, and give you a heart attack. You niggas have all been together, and all he need is some goddamn radioactive sound waves around you stupid ass niggas and zap you niggas, man. or make you bug out to the point where you killing one another, man.
Exactly.
Direct energy weapons.
Also, they got they got shit where you can use full of quotes.
Yeah.
That's all that needed. Honestly, it's the same thing that you use for radar.
Yeah.
Able to send out signals, and guess what? Some of them signals are gonna be so strong that it's gonna literally, it can literally
It can
push
fry
you
you.
back. Yeah.
Fry you like a microwave.
Yeah, it can. Yeah.
Microwaves.
Yep.
You think when they was using the laser, they was using lasers when? What was that? Panama? Right? Panama.
Yeah.
They used lasers back then.
Yeah, they fucking kind of up. Yeah.
Then they got Project Megiddo, so they already know a lot of your plans. So a lot of the
Because they got plans. Dumbass.
exactly.
Dumbass niggas. Because remember, Spook by the door, right?
Yeah.
Spook that's set by the door. You have an elite squad of Jakes that is down for the New World Order, man. And they'll go in and infiltrate different organizations, or they'll start an organization. We gotta get people with this ideology so we can come. It's called the Red Force Blue Force tracking, man. Right? The Red Force tracker is you're an enemy target. So they can set up a leader so they can see who want to go to that ideology and get a big following. Like my man, the Irritated Genie. All right?
Yeah.
Forgot about that dude, the Irritated Genie. Right? And then you got Not Fucking Around crew. Okay? And it could be guys who want to come up and sincere about the cause, but then they can get a flip. Oh, we see that you can get a lot of people. Hey, work for us. You know? Fuck your ass, man.
This is Galatians chapter 2.
And still hold that Acts 5.
Sorry, this is Galatians. This goes right to it. It's Galatians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "But neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised, and that because of false brethren unawares brought in."
That's it, false brother unaware. So you don't think that they ain't got them amongst the camps and stuff like that? You know?
It says,
They got agents and spies and stuff because they was doing that to Yahushua, sending people up to see what Yahushua was doing, seeing what miracles he was doing. You know?
it says, "Who came in privily to spy out our liberty,
Yep.
which we have in Yahushua Mashiach."
Yep. This is our liberty. This is the liberty the Lord gave us to come out here and prophesy, to do this truth, man. So they want to spy out our liberty because they want to know what this is about, so they can attack. We're an open book.
It says that they might bring us into bondage, to whom we gave place by subjection, no, not for an hour, that the truth of the gospel might continue with you.
And that was false Israelites back then who was trying to get taken back under the law, bringing them back into bondage. But we had the liberty was that we had the grace and mercy. Okay, so that's when you're going into it, the history of it, it was dealing with the law. Okay.
It says, "But of these who seem to be somewhat, whatsoever they were, it maketh no matter to me." I mean, it doesn't really matter if they trying to infiltrate or not, because the Spirit of the Lord is no shit. And that's one thing that they don't understand. Like, you can't turn this into something that you want to turn it into. The Spirit of the Lord is moving.
This is heavenly inspired, bro.
Oh, well, that's right. That's why you got Acts 5. Yeah.
This is heavenly inspired. Nothing can come up against this, right? Like we didn't even do this on our own. We didn't say, "Oh, I'm an Israelite." You know, we didn't know that we was gonna come across this and continue to do it for this many years. We didn't know what this was really. No, the Lord put the Spirit on us to keep going and going and going and going. Fall, fuck up, keep going. Experience, keep going. That's the Spirit of the Lord, man. It ain't of us. You can honestly say this ain't of us because we don't know what we gonna speak when we come out here. You know, it's things that we probably just studied, researched. Somebody asked a question. So the Lord set this thing up, man.
It says, whatsoever they were, it maketh no matter to me. The Most High accepteth no man's person. For they who seem to be somewhat in conference added nothing to me.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Go ahead, Al.
Yeah. It's Acts 5 and 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught.
Yeah, so if this is of man, our own accord, it's going to be coming to naught. Think about it. The Black Panthers, that was of men. It got destroyed. You see? What about well, the Black Peace Stone Rangers, right? They wanted to set it up for the community and you know, in a sense of bringing, gathering up Jake and, you know, doing certain, no. The Lord didn't set that up for all. The Lord don't care about all black people and all that shit. You know, the Lord care about this truth. He set up prophets to do this truth so this place can fucking go. He ain't got time to be 10-point programming and shit. Bean pie eating and shit. Anybody got time for that shit? No, the Lord set up his prophets so they can prophesy the destruction of this place so it can come to pass. That's what matters, man. That's it.
Wasn't a lot of gangs set up to protect the black community?
The gangs were set up to protect.
Infiltrated
Yeah,
that?
no, Esau, no, we, you know, ain't no protection for you niggas. No, kill each other.
Eric Hoover came in and was like, blink on the cell phone.
Yeah. That wasn't the Lord. You know, even though it was a you know a good thing to, you know, get Jacob together and stuff like that, but we in captivity. They set up the games with that. Show how much power you really got, man. Because a nigga can get bought. A nigga can get bought. You can buy a nigga cheap, but you can't buy the men of the Lord. The prophets about shot. The real ones, you can't buy them off, man. That's why this ain't a men. The Lord has a special spirit on men, man, to keep going, man.
That's what I was going to say. The elect will be the first one. Men of the Lord are the only ones with actual will integrity.
Yeah.
Because we believe in something, man, all right? We're pushing towards the goal and we're not letting anything, you know, distract us or stand in.
That's it, pressing towards the mark.
Through the spirit power to help us stand.
We love nothing like that.
Pressing towards the mark. See? When you get called, nigga, you gotta answer that phone call. When the Lord called you, you gotta answer. You know? That's what happened with Samuel. He didn't know the Lord was calling him until the third time. Like, oh, here I am, Lord. And he continued, and he did what he had to do for Yahweh Shabbat Shah. That's the same story of all of us. We got called. We didn't know what that calling really was about until later on. Now we know what that calling is about. You know?
It's like when the scriptures talk about the Lord knocking at our door.
Get that revelation. I can get it.
So that smell of all the world.
It's 3 and 16. 3 and 16 and 15. You got 20.
Trying to 20. Yeah, it's been a minute.
How's that for you?
This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20, and it reads, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord, Jehovah Hashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
What's up?
Got your son that burned like bucks over there.
What's up? All right, brother.
Hey, she cool, bro. I know it's Pete. Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's your son? Okay.
Information. He at the zoo right now. Yeah.
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 That's what's up.
I know about pride, I know about all of
That's good. That's good. Now you doing record. You good. You good, sister.
Story of talking about the story of Jonah too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's yeah.
You can get a 1611 too. It'll have the apocrypha inside the Bible with that brother got. You can get it. Yeah. Amazon. Yep. On Amazon. Yep. I get this on Amazon.
And then order these small ones like $10.
They're really cheap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Talking about the straw man,
Yeah, that's good. Go ahead, you got it. Who has it? Yep, Revelation.
It's
The sup. Yeah. The sup.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3, and verse 20, and it reads, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
Right.
If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him and he with me."
That's it. Now, who is the one standing at the door? What precept is that?
That's actually
What precept? Yeah, who's standing at the door? It's Yahushua, but
Oh.
What precept? John 10 and 1.
He said it.
This is a precept, meaning they link up together. Yep. 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 Yeah, stop from John 10 and 1. Yeah.
This is the book of John, chapter 10 and verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way.
Yeah, because you got other guys, they climbing up another way.
Right.
Meaning they trying to seek their own righteousness how they want to seek.
Yeah,
But it's
right.
only one way. It's only one way, and that's through Yahushua. You know? And you got some guys who sell out. You know? That's climbing up another way. You know? Go ahead.
Climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber.
Yep.
But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice.
See, to him the portal open, which is your mind. The spirit is opened up. And the sheep hear the voice of the Lord.
Right.
Anybody now think about it.
That's gonna be problem.
And that's it. Because think about it though. To know that this is really the word is because now you have pastors in the churches. You see, they had a Bible too.
Right.
Right? But the real sheep is going to hear the real word of Yahweh Shai. And how you know that is by us, the men on the corners, like how we are.
Right. The prophets.
There you go, the prophets. The prophets.
On the highways and byways.
Yep, that's it.
Not nobody up in church
Yep,
asking for money.
yep. Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
because the Lord said on the scriptures, he becomes dwell in temples made on man. Oh, you got it? I was going to get it right now.
Yeah, Acts 7 and 54.
Why did he like something?
Acts 7.
That's the Lord put it on their spirit though for a great judgment.
Yeah, they know it. I know they
Deep
know
down
it.
inside, they know.
just don't want to admit it.
Yep. Yep. They know.
Running from the truth. That's
Yeah. And then they be believing to us. Have y'all noticed that? I had a white woman about it.
Yeah.
Twice. White people power to me. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hey, that's a foreshadowing. Sooner or later, you're gonna be a princess in the kingdom of heaven, and they gonna serve you.
Job chapter 20.
Yep.
It's all spiritual.
This is Acts 17 and 24. The Most High that made the world and all things therein, seeing that He is the Lord Yahweh Shai of heaven and earth, was not in temples made with hands.
That's it.
Right,
The
right,
nine
right.
temples made
Right,
in
not
hand.
in the
Man-made
church.
building.
That's it.
That's
Because
all that is.
now the real temple is us.
Yeah, that's outside.
We
Yeah.
the temple.
I'm just saying, it's not a building.
That's it. Yep, ain't a building.
Not a building.
The people. You wanted somebody to prove that? Just get it for me. Like 1 Corinthians 3 and 16.
I mean, I've been listening to y'all
Yeah, that's good.
in
That's good.
order to get to it. I mean, if I don't know where I'm going, first of all, I gotta know where I'm from. So in order to know where I'm going.
Right. Yep. That's it.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High,
Yep.
and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you?
So the Lord dwells within us.
Right.
In Matthew it say, when 2 or 3 gathered in my name, there I am in the midst.
Right.
So the Lord is dealing with us. The people is the temple, actually.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Not a building.
ain't no building.
No.
Yeah, not a building.
Now, back in the ancient world, we did have temples that we went to worship the Lord in. But what the Lord did was when He sacrificed Himself, it became the people. You
Right.
know, because
Right,
the
right, right.
history, we used to go into the temple, we used to sacrifice for our
Animals
sins,
and
and
stuff.
yeah, our animals, we sacrifice our sins. So now we don't have to do that sacrificing now.
Right.
Our sacrifice is coming out here and doing this work now.
Right.
That's the true sacrifice
Right.
now. It transferred from a goat and a sheep. Now we can sacrifice ourselves, our bodies,
Exactly.
to the Lord.
Exactly.
You know, and that's Romans 12 and 1.
Yeah. Make a sacrifice.
Can somebody get that?
It's the book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
And it reads, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
See, this is a sacrifice because guess what? We can, people.
Y'all could be out doing anything else, but this is what y'all choose.
That's it. That's our sacrifice. That's our sacrifice.
That's it there.
Yep. That's it. Because you know, we didn't get jumped. People that came with guns.
That's
You
crazy.
know, all type of stuff. But that proves that this is the word of the Lord.
Right. And the Bible is for
Because they ain't jumping on no pastors in the churches and pulling out guns on them.
Right.
Unless they say snakes and there's been situations where they get caught up. Yeah. But that's because they doing wicked.
God.
You know.
He always had people coming against him.
Yep.
Right? Who's going against these pastors?
Nobody. They got a good name in the community.
Yeah.
You pay them taxes. You gotta pay them taxes.
Yeah, they gotta pay taxes. They ain't gotta pay taxes. They're under the 501c3. They ain't gotta pay taxes. That's why they get all that money. Now they
There's some areas that have going on.
Well, you know what? A couple of years ago, they started to do that in the black churches here, and it was a big thing. Maybe like 4 years ago, they was like, "We ain't giving y'all, well, y'all gotta start paying us and stuff." Well, because you don't make a covenant with the devil. You made a covenant with the devil, and sooner or later he's gonna bite you. You thought you was safe, because you know if you get a 501c3 charter from your church building, you know you still tax exempt off of your regular job.
Right.
Your regular job, you ain't gotta pay taxes.
Right.
So you ain't paying tax on your regular job, and then when you go to be paid in church, they get racked up. They getting racked up. Greedy dogs loving the
Yeah, I know that. I know they greedy.
Greedy dogs. Yep.
They got accepted from their own regular job.
Yep. Yep.
Really?
Y'all say hi to Amy.
Hey, shalom. Shalom.
All praise to the Most High.
I'll praise you. I'm watching all shots. Go ahead. Yeah.
Romans 12 and 1, I'm finishing off.
Yep.
I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
This is our reasonable service. This is what's accepted. Everything else ain't accepted. It's a way you got to go about doing this if you're trying to serve the Lord.
Right.
This is what's accepted. Not going to the churches, not building, getting the community together.
Right.
The Lord don't care about the whole community. No, He care about the specifics of the hopeful elect.
Right. Exactly.
Because guess what? 2/3 of our people, they don't care about what we're doing.
No, they don't.
They don't care. Exactly. Only a select few.
Right.
See?
Right. And the ones who know the truth.
That's it. Yep. Those are the sheep. The sheep
My
shall
sheep
hear my
ain't caught.
voice.
Yeah.
And that's only the Spirit of the Lord. Go ahead, you got it.
This is Ecclesiastes 12:13. It said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, Rama says, fear God and keep His commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
Right. That's what man's supposed to do. The whole thing of what man is supposed to do.
That's what's showing our fear, right?
Right. Right. But you don't know what.
You don't call on the name of the Lord now. will time. Oh, you gonna call on him because at the time of Jacob's trouble.
Oh yeah.
When you're sick, man, you gonna call him.
I like when y'all be calling out the Edomites, the Esau's, and them.
Yeah.
Y'all be calling them out and walk away mad.
Oh, I do that just small.
This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 28. It says, how shall I say unto them? Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me. Matter of fact, I'm start verse 27. It says, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And how shall I say unto them? Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, he shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Yeah, because this is a continuation of the apostleship and what they've done in the ancient world. Because the scripture says we should prophesy to the uttermost parts of the world. That's talking about reaching the word, reaching the far ends of the world, all over the world.
Oh.
Now we at the point where you got camps all over the world.
And how? But
Right,
I'm sorry.
right. I've seen that.
And how is that getting done? The Lord set up the internet. Because it's called what? World Wide Web. WWW. So when we upload on here, you can listen to this in Chinese. You can listen to this in Japanese. You can listen to this in all over the world. So this is how the Lord's getting his word out. Somebody get Matthew 24 and 14 and then get to Psalm 19. That's it.
You already own it.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
See, for a witness to all nations. Because you got to remember, we have brothers and sisters all over the world. Now, some of our brothers and sisters, Israelites, may look like a so-called white man because we've been scattered. But it's the seed that's planted in them that really goes back into the lineage of Israel. There you go. See, the sister can understand why a lot of these other Christian, these other Israelite camps don't understand that, man.
I was trying to tell my husband, he said he's Puerto Rican, but really he's from East Germany.
Uh-huh.
But you are what your father is.
Yep, you is. Yep.
You are what your father is.
That's it.
That's you the top of the tribe.
Yep, you the top. You the
And
top.
I'm trying to tell him that.
The Lord's favorite.
Yeah, proof
Talking
it.
all kind of truth.
Yep.
Joshua in the scriptures was an Ephraimite. You know, we should be proud to be from the tribe of Ephraim.
Yep, that's you, brother.
That's easy.
Joshua was a
Hey, well, hey, you know the scripture, the sister bring it in. That's the Corinthians.
The believing wife.
The believing wife bring the husband. That's right. You know, that's the spirit.
That's
Yeah.
real.
It says back in Matthew 24 and 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
So when you get on the internet, when we upload these shows, now you can go into your YouTube channel. I forgot, you got to go to your settings.
You can go to settings on the video and click on the subtitles.
No. I'm talking about that. I'm talking about when you go to your settings, you can go to the geographic locations on where you somebody clicked on your video. I didn't get it before. People from Ireland has watched some of my videos. People from Australia. People from. I seen something where I didn't even know where it was at. I had to look it up. It was a small little island. A small little island that I had clicked on. I'm like, oh, they got internet over there. So everybody can know where you ain't gonna be able to hear this word from. You know?
Channel analytics.
Channel analytics. There we go. Channel analytics. That's on the YouTube.
So they see this.
They see it everywhere. Go ahead. You got that song.
This is on Psalms 19 and 1. It says, the heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
Around the earth.
Yeah.
Firmament that's up above the
Yep,
sky.
that's the firmament. Now, the firmament that's talking about in the scripture is talking about above, but it's talking about the satellites. Because you have that pinpoint satellites to go north, east, southwest.
Right.
Like, have you seen that commercial with the Sprint commercial with the eye? Like
Yep.
That's the firmament.
It showed the world and then it showed the line that go up. That, look, this precept gonna say it. The precept gonna say it. Go ahead.
This back in Psalms.
That's how you know the Bible is true. You know, go ahead.
This back in Psalms 19 and 1. Read it again. It says, the heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
This is the handiwork. So through the internet is gonna show the workings of Yahweh Shah.
I get it.
again, the Spirit opened it up. Go ahead.
It says, day unto day utter speech, and night unto night show of knowledge.
Day unto day, utter speech, night unto night show of knowledge. Because guess what? Over here is what time is it? 5:39. It's like 5:39, so it's daytime. But guess what? You go over there in Australia, it's nighttime.
We got brothers.
But it's brothers over there in Australia. You know? Oh, see? So it's nighttime over there. But you think them brothers and sisters is watching videos, they could be watching this video at night, and it's morning time here. Go ahead.
It says, there is no speech, no language, where their voice is not heard.
There's no speech, no language, where that person is not heard. One, because you can change the different dialect on the computer. Then two, you have the brothers that's in other countries speaking languages just like them. We got brothers in Italy, GMS Italy,
That are sitting around just like this.
doing the same thing in Italy, but they speaking in
Yeah,
Italian.
they speaking in their tongue.
That's it.
Philippines.
In the Philippines, you got brothers in the Filipinos. They upload videos. Yep. Yep. It's just us.
That's why they're not in there.
Yep.
I mean, besides something bad, you know, I've learned how to read what it says, the enemy.
Yeah. Yep. Esau. Yep.
Right.
That's it.
That's why I know who's my enemy.
That's it.
It's back in Psalms 19:4. It said, their line is going out through all the earth.
Their line, which is the landline. The landline is going out throughout all earth. That's the commercial with the globe and then the yep. That's it.
The dots.
Right.
And that's visible too. They actually have, they actually lay the lines in the oceans. Yeah. And they lay the line. They have people like the oil rigs. Yep.
How
And
did
they
you
lay
guys
those
do
fire
that?
options in the ocean.
The Anunnaki, that's oh man, I forgot about that. The sons of God.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that because it's really it's talking about the Israelites. Yeah, the sons of God. It's going into the sons of God, but it ain't the mystical giants and all that, the Nephilim spirits and stuff like that. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's just finish this up real quick.
This back in verse 4. Psalms 19:4. It says, their line is going out through all the earth, and their words
To the end of the world. Their words to the end of the world. Which is the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah.
It says, in them have he set a tabernacle for the sun.
Yep, a tabernacle. A tabernacle is a house, so to speak, a house for the sun. So you have the all of the history, computer, the base, and all that stuff is being shown in the world.
Right.
And all of the videos, the lessons from I don't know since YouTube started, everything is being broadcasted all over the world.
That's because we are waking up to the truth.
That's it.
Right away.
That's it. Okay, brother. Hey, well, hey, may the Lord bless you, man.
Hey, how's Pete doing?
I told you, he's not the zoo.
Yeah, this is right now.
All right, well, y'all stay blessed.
Tell him,
Yep.
yeah, I'll tell him.
All right, you be blessed.
Yeah, I'll go over there soon.
Oh, you go up with her son? All right, nice. Go ahead. You ain't got a green light, so y'all go to something.
I'm going to finish this up in Acts 5. This is Acts 5 and 39. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Most High.
Yep. So you can't overthrow this, you know, because Jay waking up. Vocab Malone trying to stop this. You got people waking up, man. You can't do nothing against this man. You know, even the sisters is waking up, and they flocking to GMS. Imagine that. How hard we used to be young women. You know, and she just doing women. She bring her husband in, man, because you can see I remember her from a couple of years ago.
Yeah, she can.
You know, he's still, struggling a little bit, but
She's sold.
yeah, she's so.
Yeah, he's fully convinced.
She has been trying to correct me. I'm like, man, you gotta chill out with that.
Yeah. That's why I ain't say nothing, but hey, the spirit, she right, but,
You know, Jacob slaps him.
yeah. But you know, if you get a woman to believe something, they ain't gonna stop. You get a woman to believe something.
Found something like, oh, I told him.
But that's good though, because you can bring, you know, bring him in. Like this. Hey, grandma.
They got that breast cancer. It's that breast cancer thing going on.
Cooking greens is better than water.
PlayStation 5,
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, because y'all
That's what I
basically
wanted.
going into the feed one and talking about the
Yeah, the feed one.
which is on the satellite.
Yep. See, that's another way you know that this thing can't be stopped, man. Okay? Because it done got so broadened, and you have other looking Israelites that look like other nations actually doing the same thing we doing. Like, come on, now, you can't make you can't make shit up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make it up.
And they talk about one specific thing,
That's it.
judgment, and it's all
And you
the
know they
same
saying
around the
Yahweh
board.
shot.
Yeah.
They, whatever, I don't want to make fun of them. Yahweh shot. Yahweh shot. You know?
And you'll hear like keywords like destruction, or you'll hear, you'll hear Esau. You'll hear, you hear.
Yeah, you even got the deaf bro. Where is he at? He's overseas, ain't he? He's deaf.
No, he ain't overseas.
You know?
No,
Talking about the brother that teaches sign language?
Yeah, silent.
No, he's not overseas.
No, he's not?
He knows,
Oh,
he
okay,
knows
okay.
sign language, so he does videos in sign
I
language.
thought he was overseas.
I think. Well, I don't want to. I don't know. If he's actually deaf,
I thought he
but
was overseas.
I don't know if he's actually deaf. But all I see is his videos is silent. Yeah. But I think I seen him doing a lesson with another brother in silent.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
No speech for your words in the earth. That's raw as hell, man. Like, that's raw. Like, come on, man. So you can't use for you deaf motherfuckers out there. Y'all ain't got no excuse. You know the sick, the leopard. You know? Go ahead, Aki, with Wisdom Solomon 5.
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. I start at verse 1, and it reads, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and make no account of his labors. When
Yeah,
they see
one labor is we built up this God-forsaken place in America. They're still doing it. We put it back to the slaves. And then that next labor, they don't make it come to this labor, what we doing now. They ain't paying attention to what we doing now. I mean, they paying attention, but they ready to pounce on us, man. You know, they made no account of our labors, man. This is the labor of the Lord. You think they're going to repent because we doing it? Hell no. They gonna try to speed up the process. Knowing that he had but a short time.
This is how he know that he got with a short time, right here.
But for some reason, he still thinks he'll be able to upset the Most High. Well, that's Pharaoh. That's Pharaoh. You know, Pharaoh.
Hard is hard.
Yep. That nigga Noah, that's a motherfucker. He need to change that name. That nigga said, look, we can do something better than the Most High. He said, yeah, God created life in the creation of Genesis, but through technology, we can do more. What?
That's the Lord got it wrong.
Yeah.
He said that the Lord got it wrong.
That's the whole ass shit.
He's putting himself as God. He's putting himself as God.
Back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Yeah, when they see what? When they see the men rise up. Okay? When they see the prophets. Okay? Because for a long time, all right? A long time, it was crowds and lions, man. All right? For a long time, we didn't know our history. We didn't know who we were. Black exploitation. We always bring these things up. We're a broken record. Black exploitation, drugs, all right? the hip hop industry, the prison industrial complex. There was a lot of things that this devil has did to try to stop us from understanding the truth. Through genocide, through the vodka, the mercury, through the lead in the projects, to make you autistic. Because autistic, you have a hard time concentrating and your mind be everywhere, so they figured we're gonna make a nation of retards. You know, make a nation of retards. You know? Fuck it, go ahead, keep going.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Yep.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
See, they're gonna be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation, man. We're just talking about the chariots.
If you guys are super interested in peace, you could probably go in there and run some intervention.
No, we don't need to do that.
Not that kind of peace?
No, not that kind of peace. Go ahead. We want niggas to kill each other, right? Fuck you niggas.
Fun.
That's that.
He said 2/3.
Peace amongst the brotherhood. He really do what the fuck y'all want. He said, no, y'all for peace. Y'all can go intervene. He ain't getting in front of that shit.
Right.
What?
We don't put it in.
Yeah. Hell no.
What do you say? Which one would you not look like you?
Yo, never want to, hey, you gonna interfere with other people's matters, man. Don't be a busybody meddling in other men's affairs. Hey, we know the scripture.
Right. Hey, that's what I read.
Russell Mischief. Somebody getting beat fucked up, though.
Judgment. Hey.
Somebody getting beat up, though. Well, go ahead, keep reading.
Everybody get away with the Lord. Hey, that's the Lord's judgment. Everybody get away with the Lord's judgment. That's just what we look like.
Chapter 5, verse 3. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish.
I'm sorry. Yeah, about this act, this strange act. Because it's going to be strange when you see a bunch of UFOs beaming up Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And even stranger, that you're going to be seeing so-called Edomites being beamed up. Ishmaelites, looking like Ishmael being beamed up, you know? But those are Israelites. That's going to be strange, you know? They say his act is a strange act. I think it's in Isaiah. Somebody's gonna be shot. Go ahead, Ira. Bumper shot, come on.
This is Isaiah chapter 28.
Oh, get the cherries, not that. Oh, look, he don't like this.
I was thinking, I was like,
Yeah, I know. Get it out of here. Oh my God.
We ain't telling that sign in a minute. Ain't nobody touched that. Nobody ever.
hey, I swear, since I've been here, ain't nobody ever held that up.
Yeah, you got to break all that down.
This is Isaiah chapter 28, verse 21. It says, for the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Perazim. He shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon, that he may do his work, his strange work, and bring to pass his act, his strange act.
Strange act. Which is what? Deliverance of the nation of Israel. It's like the deliverance of the hopeless black first. By the way of the children. Not getting beamed up.
It says, now therefore, be ye not mockers, lest your bands be made strong. For I have heard from the Lord power of hosts a consumption even determined upon the whole earth. That consumption is a disaster. What consumes? Nuclear, that fire.
That's right.
You know, that's the consummation.
No, condemnation means judgment. That's the condemnation. You know? Okay, you go back up.
Back in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
We finna close out, man.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Yep.
So far beyond all that they look for.
So far beyond all that they look for. Because they had they didn't have no hopes of Jake waking up. That shit was far, far gone. The 80s, you gotta see, Jerusalem was destroyed. I've watched a lot of different documentaries on how Jake was destroyed from crack.
The documentary crack.
Crack. That Reaganomics, that crack Jake, it left the cities destroyed. It left the men in prison. It left the women on drugs, and it left with crack babies. Okay, crack babies.
They robbed the fathers. And, they go after the widow.
Yeah.
They make the widow they pray or something.
Yep. That's what they did, because that became an excuse to come in and
crack,
round Jacob.
That crack was a deadly fucking tool.
And a lot of Jake that come from the era that was born in that era, a lot of them were addicted, had addiction out the womb. So that's
ADHD, all that. Yeah.
ADHD. They were born autistic. You got to think, if your mother's shooting up 6 months pregnant, you see.
They had physical deformities too.
Yep.
I know a guy growing up. He used to live next door to me. And he was born with 2 extra thumbs on the side of his thumb. He had 2 little thumbs on the side. But his mom was on crack.
Yeah, and then the children was raised up, and they raised themselves. But you know, and you know what's crazy is because the mother was on crack, but the babies, the children still grew up.
Yep.
You know, that was the Lord.
Preserving.
Still was preserved. Because mothers was on crack out the houses. And you people who said, yeah, my mother was on crack, and I had to raise myself. You see her overdose. You just seen your father overdose. You just seen your cousin overdose. You know the pimps. You know the crack dealers. It was the Jerusalem was destroyed off that era, man. So Esau didn't think that we was gonna wake up, man. This is a Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He keeps saying it. This is of the Lord.
That's right. That's the way.
Crack alone could have took us out. AIDS and crack could have took us out. You know?
Precept.
Don't forget about the gangs, folks.
Yeah. And the gangs was heavy in the 90s. Niggas was dropping like fucking roaches, like flies, with the gangs in the 90s, man. Killings everywhere, from the Bloods to the Crips in LA, to the GDs to the BDs in Chicago, in Gary, right?
And that's 13.
Detroit.
You know why though increase in gang activity is because the rate of violence was going down.
Yeah.
So they had to bring the gangster rap.
They had to rouse the spirit up.
Yeah,
They had to rouse the spirit up. They had to rouse the spirit up.
They feel and that is the same thing they did in the early 2000s. And 2010, they brought that drill music.
Yeah.
The crime rate was going down, death rate was going down in the city.
Yep.
Oh, it's funny.
They had to bring that. Yep.
Because when you go into those time periods, right? Like when NWA was introduced with the gangster rap, what was happening on the police brutality?
So it was they was formulating groups to go against the police.
Yeah. So right after that, Rodney King got his ass whooped. And then in 2010, what was going on? Occupy Wall Street. So they were conditioning the people's minds to be violent, to be incessantly violent, to rebel, and things of that nature. They're causing a rebellion so they can come down and smack everybody.
Yeah, in the 60s, they were 60s and 70s, they were singing about liberation. Sam Cooke.
Yep.
A change is gonna come. They were singing about us getting out of poverty, so they had to flip it. All right, niggas, y'all gotta sing about adultery. See, y'all gotta sing about this and that. You know. Yep. Go ahead, I'll finish that up. Oh wait, you had a precept? Real quick. Go ahead.
Basically, the reason why we were
And then you had a precept too, right?
the book of Psalm, chapter 124, and verse 1. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick. When their wrath was kindled against us, then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our souls. Then the proud waters had gone over our souls.
Esau, the proud waters, man. They tried to fucking take us out, man. And that nigga Esau shouldn't have did that. He forwarded our affliction, man. But our iniquity's been accomplished. He's gonna just place that judgment on Jake because of the not following the law, statutes, commandments, and that was it. He went advanced to the point where y'all not gonna know y'all Israelites. You see, y'all ain't gonna know y'all Israelites. Y'all ain't gonna know y'all power. Y'all ain't gonna have no God to fucking pray to. We the God for you to pray to. You know.
Find you to the ghetto.
But the Lord was on our side because the scripture says, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Go ahead.
This Malachi 3:6 says, "For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed."
Why you say he changed not? Because it was a promise, man. It was a promise told that we was gonna wake up. And the Lord kept a word is bond. What the Lord said happened. And that's why we're here now today.
Really quick, one more. This is Psalm 138:2. It says, "I will worship toward thy holy temple and praise thy name for thy loving kindness and for thy truth. For thou hast magnified thy word above all thy name." So it's just because he's the Most High, that doesn't mean he's going to break the promise.
You heard, got your
In
reaction.
the Testament, like the brother said, us being here right now today with the truth, it's showing that the Lord has kept his promise.
He kept his promise, man.
All this time, after all the bullshit and the fucking up and the adultery that Israel
He kept his promise. We would have been all out of it. We would have been in goddamn military, Islam, yeah. Military,
I'm about to say.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
I'm about to say something else.
He would have been. He would have been. The head of the mob. He would have been
organized crime,
having Arabic teaching classes and shit. We would have fucked up.
Teaching Arabic.
Jake would have been with a bow tie.
Walking around, what's it called? One call?
Man, that one call newspaper. Final call, the final call newspapers and shit.
Do you call brother?
Nah, Jake would have been fucked up. He fucked up all the way around. Yeah, we always been fucked up. No matter what philosophy, ideology, without this, we would have been done.
And then you don't trip out, Jake. We wouldn't be knowing shit about herbs.
Nope.
My stomach be out here. Trying to smash on
Our lives changed, man. Our lives changed. Probably how much about shot. See, we would have been through. But through the Lord's promise, all right, through His promise, this is why we have to work today. Learn to think how much shit that was shot.
That's why how God chose us out of the world, man.
Yeah.
You know, we got chose out of the world, man. Because He ain't choose nobody else. Because what's that scripture that say, I knew in the bed of the room, I knew you. Yeah. He knew us, man.
Predestined.
Predestination. Go ahead.
Psalms 113 and 5. Who is like unto the Lord Yahweh, our power, who dwelleth on high, humbleth himself, humbleth himself to behold things that are in heaven and in the earth. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust, lifted the needy out of the dunghill. Essentially, that's what we are, the dunghill. Poured it off into these ghettos. You know, it says, verse 8, that he may set him with princes, even the princes of his people. He maketh the barren woman to keep house, and the joyful mother of children. Praise the Lord.
God. Hey, we was once them dry bones, man.
That's it, dry bones.
The Lord put the flesh on us through the Spirit and understanding.
That's it. You gotta understand.
Yeah.
So, hey, the Wadi Yahweh Shanal Shah, he gave us this truth. The Wadi Yahweh Shah, the Wadi Yahweh for giving us Yahweh Shah. Because Yahweh Shah is the one who got us orchestrated.
That's stone.
He was that mediator, man.
John 17.
You know?
says that the soldiers.
Yeah.
This is 1 Peter 1:1. It says, Peter, an apostle of Yahushua Mashiach, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. You know, so this talks about Israel being scattered all over the world.
Yeah.
But just like our videos and through the ley line, these videos are going all over the world as well. It says, elect, according to the foreknowledge of the Most High, the Father. So that election is foreordained, meaning foreknowledge, meaning foreordained, meaning to choose before.
Before the world.
Exactly.
Before the world was created, the elect was already established. That's right. See, before the world was even before let there be light. You know? That's it.
It says, through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua Mashiach. Grace be unto you and peace be multiplied.
That's it.
It says,
So to answer that Sheeta might have walked past, we do have peace.
Right.
Don't take it anymore.
Yeah.
it says, blessed be the Most High, the Father of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, which according to his abundant mercy hath begotten us again.
Through his what?
Abundant mercy.
Through his abundant mercy, because he is what? That mercy seat. Right. That goes back into Exodus. Okay? That mercy seat, man. They had the cherubim, the head and the feet, man. He's that mercy seat. He's the one who came to restore, establish mercy. So once again, the water Yahweh for giving us Yahushua.
It says, it says, begotten us again unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahushua Mashiach from the dead, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth
inheritance incorruptible. Because what do we inherit here? You know? What was moth does corrupt. We can't inherit nothing from slavery. What have a slave inherited from his master but lashes? You know what? Death. What have they inherited? See, even Jake, the celebrities. What have they inherited? Every celebrity has died broke. Every top celebrity has died broke, man. With nothing. They have nothing to pass on to their children. Mike Tyson was at the top of the world. He said all them bells that mean shit. You know? So we have an incorruptible inheritance, right? Which is Isaiah 45 and 17 or 54 and 17. Israel, a world without end. See, we have a world without end that's going to be established. It won't be corrupted.
And undefiled, and that fadeth not away.
See, it ain't going to fade away. This here, we're going to be here forever. He said an everlasting kingdom.
Says reserved in heaven for you, who are kept by the power.
It say reserved in heaven for you. So it's like the Lord already made a reservation. See, we already got a reservation table for the hopeful elect.
Can't nobody else sit in that seat.
Can't nobody sit right here. This is reserved for the hopeful elect.
Members only.
See?
Right. It says who are kept by the power. You know, and that word kept means guarded or protected. It says, who are kept by the power of the Most High through faith unto salvation.
See, we kept through the power of Yahweh Shai through faith, which was a gift. Yep. The Lord distributed faith amongst the elect. So we can keep the faith until the end so we can obtain salvation. This is all of the Lord. Right. This is all of the Lord, man. This ain't of us.
It says ready to be revealed in the last time. So it says ready to be revealed the last time. And where are we? In the last time.
In the last day.
You know, and we've been the elect have been revealed. Well, the hopeful elect.
The hopeful elect. Go ahead, Al. Anybody got anything else after this one? You got something? Okay. After that, we done.
All right, this is John 17 and 6. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thine gavest me them. And they have kept thy word.
That's it. They kept that word.
The hopeful elect, we kept that word.
That's it.
We were given that
Yep. What does it say? Our stir up our pure minds by the way of remembrance. And when you're going to stir up, it means to arouse, to awaken out of sleep, to stir up. Go ahead, lawyer.
Psalm 124, verse 6, it says, "Blessed be the Lord, who have not given us as prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowler."
Man.
That make me think of Psalm 91.
Psalm 91.
The snare is broken, which is that trap.
With that charagma.
Yeah.
That mark.
Yeah.
That charagma. Because that snare is gonna try to get the hopeful elect. Right? See? He's gonna try to penetrate the hopeful elect. But the Lord he's gonna put a hedge around us, man. So we're gonna be like we're gonna have like a walking force field around us. From all the danger, from all the evil.
Like Denzel and Mookie Eli. When they were shooting with all the bullets was missing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be in these last days. If we keep the faith and we pray that the Lord keep that gift upon us, that we're gonna walk this bitch with not like a breeze, because it say the righteous will suffer straight things, but with the wisdom, we're gonna be able to endure that shit, man. You know?
Yeah, it goes. So like it goes to have that spiritual mark. You know, like
That the walk.
Before that, the walk, that mark of redemption.
Yep.
So the angels gonna be able to recognize that like who's marked, and they ain't gonna touch them.
Yeah, and who do the market? The angels. The angels got a job. They got jobs to do. And they doing it. Mark him. Put the spirit on him. The spirit on him. The spirit on him.
He trash.
Send Jeffrey Dahmer to get him.
Yeah, Revelation 7 said they going back to the destruction until the elect are saved.
Yep. Is that doing that? Tomorrow?
Psalm 124:7, "Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowler. The snare is broken, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, who made heaven and earth."
That's right.
And that's it.
Man, that's clear. It's plain as day right there. You know? Go ahead. All right, you close that. All praise on to
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kakodash.
Got an honest apostle, Red Millstone. Peace, salutations, hope for life, and what the truth is here. Bob Ball.
the ball.